Hello, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to Monday Night Live with me. I received this day as a Christmas present from Freddie. I got two of them. I got the Dam Buster. And also, I had the B1 and B3 type bomber. So I'll go ahead. I flipped the coin. I said, well, let's build this. And I will build this. I was lucky to find the paint colors. I went and dug deep in my stash. I got interior green by TAMIYA. Call number XF71. And I got dark green XF61. And I got Mission Models number 119, RML Sand Glebe, which is almost like a light earth color, pretty close to it. Close enough to all I got, but I had no flat black paint. So I decided, what are you going to do now with flat black paint? I says, well, the only answer I got a rattle can of flat black. I said, it's all black underneath it. I go ahead and use that, and I can make a blue and kind of weather a little blues with the black to give it a different hue. Black's right there. And I could do that, but I was very lucky to find these two colors here. The camouflage, these are my primary colors here. So I kind of lucked out with that. Now, Lancaster was designed by Roy Chadwick. His first model was the AVRO Manchester. It proved very underpowered. It had those Vulture motors, Rolls-Royce Vulture motors he had on, and they're terribly underpowered. The plane had a lot of good capabilities, but it was underpowered, and they had a lot of problems with it. And the Air Ministry wanted to know if he could make a better design. So he said, yep, he took the words right out of my mouth. I'll just make a Lancaster bomber. Now we did. He made the wings a little longer and had four Merlin engines in it. The first Lancaster, it had the Pegasus radio type motors in them. And then later on, as they got more production of the Merlin engines, the radical radial Pegasus motors that they used on were done away with. They went ahead and speeded these old Merlins right here. This is the old Lancaster kit. Looks like it's probably either 80s or late 70s kit. The new one has, I have one of these, two of these in my stash in Ohio, which ain't do me no good. I don't think I'll ever see one of these again. I was very surprised when Freddie sent me two of these in for Christmas. And so I put my Newport away and let it sit there for a while. I always get to it later on. So I decided this would be a good build for the show. Keep me going all week long. And it's an honor to Freddie for sending these to me. And yes, it could be a good build. And the only difference is this kit compared to the ones you got nowadays. The ones you got nowadays that have released to me, they're molded in gray plastic, and they give you two canopies. And those two canopies, one is painted using is pre-painted already, and all the transparencies like a turrets, and the canopy is all pre-painted already. Then they got the other one that's not pre-painted. The reason why a lot of guys don't use a painted one is because they put the camouflage on. And usually the camouflage is the two colors on top of the canopy. So instead of masking off the pre-painted canopy, they just put it aside, save it for a rainy day, in case you want to build a Lancaster and then another one, and they can go by that. Just go ahead and mask the canopy down. Now, a kit I got like this from TAMIYA. It's in my it's in my storage. And I bought that probably maybe about a year and a half ago. And it's molded in gray plastic. Like I said, it comes with two canopies, two sprues of transparencies. One is painted already for you, one it's not. This one doesn't have any painted canopy on, so it tells me this is an older kit. Plus, it's molded in the traditional plastic of black. Hello, Sir William. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to Monday Night Live with me and my Christmas present, the AVRO Lancaster by TAMIYA at a gallant scale of 1/48. I got two of these things today. I got the Dam Buster and I got this one here. So I put the coin to find out which one to build, the Dam Buster or build the V1, V3 bomber. I said I will build the V1. I'll build this one. And the Dam Buster will come later on. Like I was telling Matt at Elusive Model Designs, I was very fortunate to find these primary colors, but there's always but for everything. The but is I got no flat black paint. I'm out of it. But I do got a rattle can full of flat black paint. I was thinking I'll just go ahead and prime the plane first, turn it upside down and paint it black, and go ahead and do some pre shading on the gray primer for the camouflage, and go ahead and do my camo. When I take the maskings off for the separation of the camo from the black, I always go back, turn the aircraft upside down, and get dark sea blue, and kind of feather them a little blue, give them different hues of black, so make that blue get a little bluish a little bit. Yeah, I want. Yeah, those rambles right there. You gotta watch out for those rambles. You get upside down, they'll tell on you. Yeah, this is a wonderful kit, and I want to get started on it. Got a good cup of coffee right here. Have a little coffee, we'll draw a little bit, and we'll get started on this beautiful length. I got my call out over here, so I take a look at it. Old Chuck Pappy gave me a good tip. Hey, Frank, that color call out plan that you got, that kid, do like I do, just hang them up on the wall. They make very good decorations. I agree. So I said, why not? So I hung this up. Oh, wow, we got the chat board starting to fill up like a tick on a hound dog. Okay, we got 6 watching, 3 thumbs up in the beginning of Monday Night Live. We got Matt, Elusive Model Designs, all from Canada, a very wonderful person. We got William Mitchell, a very wonderful man. He's on the line. And thus far, that's all we have right now. And we'll have more come along. Dingy probably be on, and Chuck might be on, and a few other fellows be on. And I'm very glad you guys chipped in. You guys turned in tonight, because we're gonna have a good night working this thing. I went ahead and put my Cleveland Designs Newport over there. It's sitting over there in the box. So I said, Frank, this will be wonderful. Got Christmas coming up in a couple of days. That's part of my Christmas joy. It's the only thing I got for Christmas so far. And I'm very fortunate and very glad, very happy, and very grateful. Because old Frankie Day don't get out no more. I can't go to the hobby shops, do nothing, because all my money I have, my daughter has complete control of. And I don't see nothing of it, but so be it. But like I can't go out and buy models no more or nothing like I used to. And I'm at the mercy of people and my daughter and son-in-law. And no, Frankie Day don't like that. It's not my style. But when I get help from people, I'm very grateful. And there's got to be some way I can reciprocate on the on take care of me and things you guys do for me. Tony Coyle sent me some of this Vidal glue. Might use some of that on there. That seemed like the glue. It's got a big old, like looks like a hypodermic needle on there. You know, you squirt that stuff out, it gets plugged all the time. You like quickly take a fine piece of wire or a small needle and just got to poke it out a little bit so that glue will pass through the orifice of that syringe type needle on that thing. I think so, William. I think I'll use that. See what it does. I can open it up. I use one of those little pens right here, little straight pens I use. I'll try it again. The thing is plugged. Is there any tips how you how to plug this cap? This little straight pen I got looks like it's a little too big for it. Okay. Will do. Metal's out. Like I say, it's fast. Send the door as a cigarette lighter. What you do is heat up the end of this thing there, William. Heat the end of this thing. Okay. Boy, smoke like Smoky Joe. Looks like that may do that. Yeah, come out now. Thanks, William. Thanks for the tip. See, I learn something every day. Like my dad told me a long time ago, I was a kid growing up in this world. You got to learn something every day. The day you stop learning is the day you stop living. Okay, let's start building. Hell, living is already taking shape. Okay, guys. What a beautiful airplane, man. I'll tell you one thing. Now, Hong Kong models makes a 144, a 148 scale kit of this, and got the maskings. Swing that cam over here, Frank. They can't see nothing, buddy. Swing that thing a starboard a little bit. Yeah. Thumbs up. Yeah, I got the maskings, so they sent me in the kit. Makes life a lot easier. But the decals, they look very good. So I'm going to put them in there so I won't get disturbed. And I'll set the box down inside the top box right there. I just work out of the box by sitting on top of your trash can right here. Now, this is the older kit because all molded in black plastic. The ones they have now, if you guys got one of these in your stash, they're molded in gray plastic. Now, on the new ones, you got, it comes with 2 sprues. These are all your clear parts. They got one, which concludes the turret, the dorsal turret, front turret, and tail gunner Charlie. Also, your main canopy. They're all pre-painted already. There's the wings. They're all there. And we'll put some over here on top of the clear parts because I won't need these for a long time. Right now, we're going to concentrate on getting the interior done this thing and get it finally painted. And we're going to have a blast. My mojo is starting to pop up now because it's Christmas here in a couple of days. Don't mention it with my daughter and my son-in-law. I think this is going to surprise me. So I got to hang on to that thought and idea. I don't think they're going to cause me to have grief for Christmas. I've already been enough grief already last year. Losing my brother, losing my home, and everything else I've been going through. That's a shame part about life, children. And the beginning of this kit, let me get the paint out of the way. Stick that over there. We've got the canopy got to put on there. The pilots right here standing there, there's color call outs to that too. So I can always paint those last. I won't paint them, put them in there. Now we're going to start out with the floorboard first. First of all, I'm going to locate the flight deck. I'll put the parts I need up here so that I can see them. The pilot yoke right here. Yoke right there. Like rudder pedals right there. That's the Bombay stuff. Okay. A few parts here running loose in here. There should be no problem.
Here you go, Mr. Frank.
Hey, thank you, man.
Yep, here you
A
go.
Twinkie and 2 sausages. Great.
Yep, you like Vienna sausages?
Oh, you know I do.
I love canned meat. You ever eat Spam?
Oh, yeah, I eat Spam all the time.
I love Spam.
Good stuff, son. Good stuff.
I'm going to take this for you.
Yeah, thank you, young man.
Yep.
Thank you very much, buddy.
No problem.
Okay.
Yep.
Now to find out. Four. The flight deck. Oh, I should have known. Flight deck's part of the right front of me. That's the Bombay. G9. Here it is right here. That thing with a snake on it 10,000 times. Okay, trim these parts out. I'm gonna prime these parts before I paint them, fellas. Freddie wrote down in the box all these parts have been washed already. Get a lot of our machine oil out there. Here's parts that you got here. Okay. I'm gonna keep those right about here so I know where they're at. Okay, this is a Bombay right here. This is your flight deck. That's right there, top of there. I want to blue stuff. And I got the other pedals there. Clean up, flash up these other pedals. Need glue on the back of the instrument panel. Okay. All righty, they go here. Okay, Bill Goodwin, give you a shot. I got you cured now. It wasn't Sir William, I would know how to unplug you. Oh, wow. I'm loving this up already. There. That there. And the seat. Okay. Shut off some of the splash off this thing. I shouldn't pull off the screws like that, but they're ready to fall off anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna find Z2. Okay. E. Okay. Here's your gray. Gray plastic. Z2. Okay. Z2 was there. That's the stand for pilots. Okay. Man, this is pretty good stuff here, fellas. Huh. I gotta find out where that B-15's at. I gotta find out where B-15 was at. I think I found it right there. Ah, I found it. I'm gonna check the chat board here, see anything going on. Model student, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to Monday Night Live with me and the gang. We're working on the TAMIYA 148 scale AVRO Lancaster Mark B1 or B3 bomber. Gift from Mr. Freddie Duarte. Came in today as a package. As a matter of fact, I received two of them, the Dan Buster and the bomber version. Right now, we're assembling the flight deck of the Lancaster. I had to get all my parts ready here. I was looking, just an Easter egg hunting for the seat, and I finally found it. It was laying loose in the box in there. So I knew it wasn't missing anywhere because usually every time Freddie sends me something, it's 100%, 100% checked out. Okay. Two armrests I got to put on there. I saw them somewhere in here. Those are bell cranks. Here they are right here. I know I've seen them somewhere. Right there. Man, I love this Seville thing. Yoke on there. Clean up that splash off the side of that yoke panel. Okay. Check the alignment straight. Looks like a big page on Facebook. Yeah, I see me shaking here, fellas. Probably for a couple minutes. Damn. That's it. Well, I got some good news from Freddie. Freddie's going to set me, be after Christmas, Vallejo paint, REF paint, paints this thing, so I don't have to worry about going to using these colors and stuff I picked out. I can go ahead and wait for that set to come in. So I'll be building slow on this. Okay, check out seat behind it, right? This thing needs a little mojo. Oh, ACC glue, I'll tighten it up. That Velcro glue dries this sets up pretty fast, don't it, fellas? It's a radio part. I know where that goes. I remember back in 1978 when this kit first came out. Seat on these. It's got to be here. Let's see if I can find it. D. Only place it's got to be is got to be loose in the box. That's what's got to be. But I'll find it. There it is right there. All by its lonesome. Not anymore. Not anymore. Seat on there. Dry. Take about a couple minute, 5 minute break, boys. Let the thing dry and do some jawing on the chat board. Yeah, Fred's gonna send me the Vallejo RAF paint set for this thing. I think he found it inside of his stash. Hey, get back, guys. Wonderful. See that really good. Okay. This stuff is good. I think it's better than TAMIYA. Straight. And we got all the interior parts done. I'm gonna give it a primer job. We go back and paint the interior green. Wow. I love these old devils. These things are tasty. Here's my favorite. Reminds me back in my Vietnam days. He hosted Twinkies. We just called them sponge cake. Oh, I'll tell you something. I seen a guy get shot one time for taking a guy's sponge cake one time when I was a non. Yeah, you take my sponge cake again, you'll get the point, and I'm going to put a bullet in your back. I was hungry. I don't care. That was my sponge cake. I got my rations for the day. You got yours. Like a bunch of kids fighting over a toy. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, fellas. This sure's a breath of fresh air to build one of these things again. I think I'll build about 5 of these in my lifetime. Man, 2 Lancasters, 148 scale. Unbelievable. But trying hard to move them over and they set. Those armrests. I'm gonna lose none of that while I'm here. I'll put those on. That sets. B10. I got my B10. I'm gonna put the D out of the box loose. Found it. Let it dry. Get back later. That broke. No problem. Yeah, maybe there's a piece of screw right there. That's supposed to be the little strut that holds up that seat right there. Then let that dry and assemble the sail and get done. Okay. No, I don't. Didn't see it close enough. I tried anyway. God damn. Sticks those tweezers. Good. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Now it's time to put this armrest on this thing. Good, dry there. See what Freddie wants. Hang on, fellas. Be back in a couple of seconds. Like say Hawaii, hang loose. Yeah. Yeah, Eddie, Freddie just got back with me about that paint. He didn't send it yet. He ordered it for me, so I thought he sent it for me. My error. Okay, straighten out his armrest, see if they're okay. So I got plenty to do with this thing before I get this thing painted, but I can't do the interior painting, which is no problem. Okay. It's wonderful. Okay, we got this here. Blue's on the other side of the fuselage. It's been a long time to build one of these things. Okay, I need to glue this on. It goes over here. That's the instrument panel with the rudder pedals. I believe the kit gives you a printed instrument panel because ain't no detail on the instrument panels in this thing here. They all got to be decaled in there. Let it set and dry. A couple minutes. Make sure those poles are straight. They're gonna ask you about that. They gotta be perfectly straight. It's got a memory problem. There, I broke the memory on. Okay, that thing set and dry. Okay, it's pretty good. There, that's set for a while. Clean up that tip right there. Put the thing back on here. I think double check, see anything else needs to be glued down there. I'll be priming it pretty soon and get some paint down on this thing. Wonderful. Oh boy. Yeah, very buggy, I tell you that. Just gotta watch the little small parts. They seem to roll on you a little bit. I've got the Hong Kong models of this 1/48 scale. It's supposed to be the successor to this kit, but I don't see nothing to write home about that. I got that in my stash in Ohio, and it's a nice kit, but they made some errors on it. The TAMIYA kit is 100% accurate, but the Hong Kong model is not accurate because the windshield is not oval; it's like flat. That's the biggest con about the kit. I don't think they caught that. And but I'll tell you one thing: from 1 to 10, I give this kit a 10. It's not better than the Hong Kong models one. The B-17 Flying Fortress is okay. Check this out. Wonderful. Look at that little rumple seat right there. There's a little seat right there that's where the flight engineer sits at. While he's sitting down right there, he's got his feet dangling like this. So when the bombardier wants to go through the bombardier, you got to go right between his feet. Oh boy. I gotta prime this thing first before I paint it. Wonderful. Man, that thing won't as well. Have to straight now. Oh. William, thank you very much, buddy. I sure appreciate this. God bless you, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lancaster is a beautiful airplane, to say the least. I think that's one of my favorite English airplanes. That's probably one of my favorite airplanes throughout the world. I can remember when I was a little kid growing up in this world. My my aunt my aunt Edith, she's a missionary. She always goes all over the world and stuff, and teaches people Christianity and everything. And she stopped in England one time and did a seminar there one time. And he was bringing back those Tinker toys. They're made out of some kind of a metal. She brought me back a Lancaster, a Manchester bomber, uh, a Hampton bomber. They're dinky toys. The Lancaster probably had a wingspan maybe about, I'd say they're probably 1/144 scale, I would imagine. And they're made out of metal. And them things are nice. I still have them, but they're in storage from a far, far away place. I wish everything was here while you got everything. I'm pretty grateful for the stash I got here right now. I can go on here, but God darn, I got my whole life locked up in that darn shed there. I don't want to lose all my stuff. It's up to my daughter to make payments on my storage. If I lose anything like that, I'm a ruined man. Whoever gets it will be in one big surprise. The first place they'll go is eBay. I have to cry and weep seeing my stuff on eBay being sold by somebody. Hey, how you doing? I figured they were a 70s kid. I could tell looking at them. Yeah, Freddie's on there. He says he had this thing since 1975. That's a long, long time ago, children. That's about almost 50 years ago. I knew this was an older kid. I could tell. The ones we got nowadays, these things are of gray plastic. And like I said in the beginning of the video, they have the clear parts are two types of clear parts. They give you the turrets and the windscreen itself. It's all pre-painted already, and they got the regular one over there not painted. This is the original deal here. This is the 1995 kit, the $20 special. $20 1975 was a lot of money. For a model that was worth 25 bucks back in the days, they were considered top shelf models. 1980s, $50 models were top shelf. Gotta get those poles to stay up straight to keep cocking back on me. I think I put too much glue on that. That's what the problem was. I think I'm gonna sit on the side right there. I keep cocking over on me. Oh, the parts of this thing is all washed and clean. Got all that release oil off of it. It's very important you wash these things, guys. You got that release oil on there. Believe you me, even if you prime these things, and it'll help a little bit, but like I say, not very much because there's something protecting the plastic with paint and everything else on there because of the oil. And especially if you mask stuff down, you pull up that masking tape, you pull up all the paint. Oh boy. Let me tell you a story about this kid. I got mine back in 77, 78. They released it at the same time Monogroup released their E17 Plank Fortress. But I'd never seen it in our hobby shops until around 1977 or 78. I remember going down there to that modeler hobby shop. That was my favorite hobby shop. And I went down there once and says, Frank, we got the new Lancaster I bought by TAMIYA. Oh, wow. How much was that thing? About $10? $10. Why don't you try $20? $20? God, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of kit. But over here, he showed it to me. It's okay, I'll take it. So I bought it there. We sat there and talked about it for a while. And I got home, opened up the box. I was really, really thrilled and happy. I got the kit. And I looked at it, and the left wing was warped. I go, oh man, what a drag! What the hell am I going to do to take that warp out? My dad came over and said, "You look like you're mad about something." Like, yeah, look at this, Dad. I just paid $20 or $20. Why don't you give me some of that money? I said, maybe I should have, Dad. They said, what happened? I said, look at this wing. You try some hot water on it? I tried everything, Dad. Take it back to the hobby shop. I'll take care of you. I took it back. I got a hold of Lanning, the T-Tac, which owned it. He said, oh, you got to be kidding me, Frank. Look at this. They can't build that. Tell me about it. He said, here's what you do. You write, back in those days, there wasn't no such thing as phone calls, internet, email, or nothing. You had to write a letter to them. So I wrote a letter to them. 2.5 weeks later, I see a package at the door, 2 packages. And Brenda, my wife at the time, goes saying, Frank, you got 2 packages. I said, oh, really? I was expecting at least 1. And but the first one that came there, TAMIYA, it came from Sentai Hobby Shop out of Los Angeles, California. I opened up one package and they gave me the wing. And I said, oh wow, I got my wing now. I can build the thing now. And I got the other package. I didn't order nothing. Opened up, and guess what they did? They sent me a new kit. A new kit just like this, plus the warp wing. I wrote them back with them, thank you very much. All I wanted is just a wing. But they say, well, it's probably is a complimentary gift, or an air that part. I guess they got a hold of quality control about that or something. But it made my day. That's why I opened this up. They looked at it. So this is an early 1970s kid. I can tell it is. Oh wow, I think it's starting to dry now. So I got a new kit, a new wing, and I was happy. Oh, see what Freddie has to say here. Sooner models. Yeah. To me, they got those pre-painted canopies now. The Betty bomber, also the Airbusters, and the regular bomber here. Plus, it was molded in gray plastic, I believe. This here is, of course, molded black. Original plastic was black. Man, I wish Kmart was back in business again. Kmart had the best models at the best prices. Now, that was a good kit. I'm longer about that V17 out. But they made some shortcuts on it because eventually, if anybody has seen the visible V17, you'll notice that there's the two fuselages on it are striped with riveted details. You can see the ribs inside there. The monogram didn't. The monogram gave you one half of the fuselage had rivets in it, had the ribbons in it, ribs, the detail in there, and the other fuselage didn't. And I think when they're doing, they're going to try to design, make an open the bomb bay for it, and everything. But I guess they're pressured to go ahead and have a deadline with the kits. And we're going to get this kit out. We have no time for bomb bays. You got some good models out there. They can pick their own bomb bays and do what they want to do, which we did. If you wanted a bomb bay, that monogram kit, you had to open up the bomb bay doors. You had to detail your own bomb bay, everything else. Now, the monogram ones now is all detailed out. And the kit cost about $8.50. That was a good price for a lot of that plastic wasn't skimpy either. Yeah, I've got the Betty Bomber too, Freddie. It's the TAMIYA kit 148 scale. I don't think it came with pre-painted windows in mine, but it came with the figures that had Admiral Yamato with his samurai sword sitting in the back. And I wish I had that Betty Bomber right now. I did a pretty good job on that one. It was all painted the Imperial Japanese Navy green. It had a lot of chipping aluminum on it, had aluminum under surfaces. And came out good. Now, Freddie did a good job on his, an excellent job. Matter of fact, Freddie's one that inspired me to get mine. Now those poles are straightening out now. I'll get another 5 more minutes. I'll go ahead and prime this thing with gray inside. Then we're going to start painting it with this color here. I'll give me some fresh water. Get that guy. Give me a couple of seconds. Got to walk over to my Culligan water jug over here. Hey, Culligan man. It says Freddie's online right now. I'm going to show him the cake torpedo bomb he gave me. All I got to do with this cake right now, Freddie's put the prop on, paint paint the transparency, and she's all done. This here, guys, is Border Models 135 scale K torpedo bomber. It comes with the flight deck and the carrier island. I think the carrier island looks like either it's the Kagi or Kaga. This is the Kagi, Kagi paint scheme, paint watercolors on the K torpedo bomber. I finished up that Betty bomber I got, not Betty bomber, but the Emily flying boat. I made a video of that. I posted some pictures on Facebook on it too. Yeah, I bought the clear version a long time ago. That's a good kit, it really is. I made a very tragic error years ago when Kmart was in business. I should have bought all those P-61 Black Widows and all those TBD Devastator torpedo bombers. But I had no idea that Kmart was going to close up until the event of Walmart came out of the corner. I do not like Walmart. I don't like it at all. I want to tell you something. I call that place welfare mark. You see the most scungiest people in the world in that place. People have no scruples, no class at all. Walk around there with pajamas on. Pure generated people. Never seen it in my life. It probably is, Freddie. It probably is. Mitsu Fachida. He became a Christian. I think Thatcher, David Thatcher, flight number 7, the Doolittle raid, he was very religious. He got together with Mitsu Fachida, leader of Pearl Harbor attack, and he converted him into Christianity instead of Buddha, or not Buddha, but Shanta. What do you call those guys? Bushido. And they become good friends. Yeah, chocolate and eggs and damn good kits, guys. They really do. Bruce, how you doing there, sir? We got Bruce Cure, the listing modeler from the garage. He's on. No, I sure didn't. Bruce. Got no package yet, sir. I'll tell you something. Freddie sent me something that took 8 or 9 days for it to get here. I mean, the mail runs very slow out here. See, you fellas got to realize I live out there in the boondocks. I live out there where population is probably around 10 people, and very secluded out here, and mail kits are very slow. It does get here, but don't get here as fast. So I imagine it'll probably be here any day now, buddy. It really will. And thank you very much, Bruce. I had no idea. I want to tell you something. Freddie made my Christmas for me. He sent me 2 beautiful 148 scale Lancaster. I cried like a baby when I got those kits. And I was so happy and overjoyed. I started on one of them right now. And you guys are taking good care of me. And soon old Frankie Day gets the stuff out of my stash. If you guys need anything, I'll give it to you free. It won't cost you a penny. Right now, I'm in a situation. I got no money on me. I can't get out and do nothing. you know, and I'm in this room all the time. And what keeps my mental health strong, my mojo going, is my models and you guys. What if you guys, I'll be in bad shape. You guys are the only people I have that I can count on, and I love to be around you all the time. I wish I could give you all guys a hug and a handshake all at once, but we all live such a far, far away place from each other. But you guys have been very good to me, and I love you guys very much. You guys are very wonderful, and I appreciate you guys tuning in on my videos. I may not make the best videos in the world, but for no fart to win like myself, I do the best I can with what I can do with. And thank you very much, Bruce. I'll look out for it. Somehow I'll get those blocks out to you, buddy. I gotta, man, I tell you, I'm so mad about that. I got a hold of my daughter and stuff, got things straightened out with her. I tell her, about how I feel, how things are. And she said, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm busy all the time on the house. I know that. But you got to realize I'm here too, So I got things patched up with her. Even families fight all the time. Well, no big going on. That's like we have treated sometimes, I've been through a lot of hell lately for the past 6 years. I lost my wife, lost my dogs, lost my home, lost my brother, lost my home. I'm too old to go with this noise. Now I'm here and I go nowhere. I got no fears of losing my home, nothing like that. But my life, I need my independence back. I need to get out in this world and do things. See, right now I'm at the mercy of you fellas, at the mercy of my daughter and my son-in-law. And I don't like to be at the mercy of nobody. Like I said last night, I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. I've been working since I was 5. But it's all good, guys. It really is. It's all good. And I'm very grateful. We have Christmas coming up. I'm very happy for you guys and everybody. Oh, I got Freddie on Facebook again. Oh, yeah. The attack. Torah, Torah, Torah. Yagutcha. Shashut. Torah, Torah, Torah. He said message, Torah, 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 be attack, attack, attack. Let me tell you guys a story. When I was in the Navy, I was stationed in Yokosuka, Japan. I had a girlfriend, her name was Kimiko. And she was a very beautiful geisha girl. And she invited me to her home. She was living with her parents. And her parents were very good, nice people. I know Japanese custom. When she went to the house, I took my shoes off. I took off my Dixie cap, put it in my jumper. I walked in. He had a kimono on. He looked at me, and I bowed. He bowed too. And he extended his hand out. He just sit on the floor. So we had some sake and some hot tea and some fresh sashimi, which is fresh fish. It was raw. It was wonderful and good. The first thing came out of that man's mouth was, "What are your intentions are with my daughter?" I said, "Miss Sasagawa," I said, I had no intentions of marrying your daughter. It wouldn't be fair to you, your wife, her country, and her too. I will not take your daughter out of Japan. I like your daughter very much. She's a very beautiful woman." And he was very pleased that we touched on that subject. And I had no idea that he was a commander in the Imperial Japanese Navy in World War II. And we got talking about the war. He goes, "You're pretty educated about the war." I said, "Yes, I do." I said, "I know who started the war. You guys didn't start it. We did." Because I'm very glad most Americans don't understand that, but I do. I can understand, I'm trying to put my country down. Like I told Mr. Sagawa, I said, "Mr. Sagawa," I says, "when it comes down to it, we put an embargo against you people, and that's like taking food away from you guys. And you got to realize we got to put your shoe on the other foot. If somebody takes your livelihood away from you, you do something about it, you're darn right." So the thing that was really bad was, he agreed 100%. is how it was done when he went to China and Manchuria and the rape of Nanking, which you guys done, and went in there and slaughtering people just to build up your industry for war machines and your industry in general. We didn't like it, so we put an embargo against you. And he agreed 100% that what he did was wrong. So two wrongs make a right. A very nice man. We went to the Yokosuka Naval Museum, Japanese Naval Museum. They had a Japanese 80-foot midget submarine that came out of Pearl Harbor. Matter of fact, that was into the Sakamakis, the first prisoner of war. The submarine was washed up at Bellows Field right behind there in North Island in Honolulu. And they found that submarine. So 1953, the Japanese, they gave it back to Japan. And the rest were ones at the bottom of the U.S. Got two of them at the bottom right now. And one was dumped off. They found out at the East Lock. It sunk LST 1137. And the other one that tried to sneak in Pearl Harbor, that USS Ward sunk. And I went there to see that big Gimli flying boat. And that thing is big. I said, man, that thing is a big airplane. It sure did. It was the first shot of the Pacific War. It wasn't no confirmation done. The crew, they seen it. So we hit it at the conning tower. We depth charged it. After we shot, after we hit the conning tower, you can see a thing going down. Because he killed those people. There's only two guys in that thing. And they were dead. That must ring like a bell in there when that far shell went through that conning tower. That's the sail. I mean, I bet those guys were killed instantly, you know. Went down about 1,200 feet right on the wall out there. Because out there behind the channel, it goes so deep, also it drops down about 1,200 feet deep. As it goes further out in the ocean, it drops down to a different plateau in the deeper regions. And they found it down there. And they found two Japanese midget submarines down there. The first one, they couldn't figure out how come the thing's got cables on it. Then it dawned on me it was dumped in there. So that was a submarine that got lost. Two submarines got in. Two submarines got in the harbor. The first one was got in there. It took the wrong route. The wrong route instead of going towards Ford Island, it went to the Eastern Lock. And there was an ammunition hulk. That was LST 1173. That's what it was. It was anchored out there, and they torpedoed it and boom, blew up. I guess the concussion sunk it too, and they finally dredged it down to 30 feet of water out there. He loaded up on a barge, took it out the channel, and threw it over the side and sunk it. They found two dead sailors there. They left them in there and buried them out there. And, Sakamaki's submarine in 1953 was taken back from Japan. They sent it to the Yokosuka, Japan Naval Museum. And, of course, the one of the USS Ward. They never found the one that sunk got inside the harbor at Ford Island that sunk the battleship Oklahoma. Yep. Yep, that was a Sakamaki submarine. Yeah, they found they found the other crew member on there. I guess he was the one that steered the submarine, the helmsman. He drowned. He drowned. Yeah, navigation error. I get the driver compass one out. They found him wandering around north the Bellows Field up there. They arrested everybody on the spot. Yeah, Pearl Harbor is about 45 deep. Not very deep out there. Very low, very muddy out there. That's why it's so murky out there. You know, you go down about 5, 6 feet of water. It's like somebody threw a glass of milk inside your water. You know, you can hardly see anything out there. They raised my uncle's ship, the battleship Oklahoma. They tried to get that out. They finally raised that. They tried to get the Utah, but they found that they had a problem with the battleship Utah because as they were trying to bring the hull up, the hull was coming towards the beach. They got impregnated in all that goop, that mud. That mud acted like a suction. It just dug deeper into the mud. I say, screw it, leave it there. It's a war loss. They had 54 people there anyway. So it was a war loss. The Arizona definitely was a war loss. They said, eyewitness sailors, I was watching on YouTube, they had, it's called Remembering Pearl Harbor. The guy was on the vessel, said, when that bomb, when that 765 kilogram 16 artillery shell from that battleship bomb they had went down, hit that magazine, blew up. They said that ship came out of the water about 30 feet. They seen the whole bottom of that keel. The ship just rose up and went right back down. Imagine it broke the keel. That thing was just a war loss automatically. All the damage that it's done. It was horrible. Yeah. It was a good straight now. About time. About time. About time. And same thing, you, William. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, buddy, and hope you guys get all your styrene that you need. Have a good Christmas. Please be safe. Like I mentioned on the shout out for Freddie on my Lancaster video, and please, you guys go out there for Christmas like that. Please be careful out there. I don't know how crazy it is out there. I've so far YouTube they have been posting in these riots, and people robbing people, and food stamps and crap like that going down. But anyway, watch yourselves. You go out in public like that. You don't know what people are going to do. People nowadays they're just so different now than it was years ago. It seems like they have no scruples no more, no moral compasses anymore, no family values. It's all for me, 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 me. Yeah. About a couple seconds, I'm going to take these things and prime them up. And we're going to do some painting on this thing. I got some of this interior green TAMIYA call out number XS71. That's the interior color that they use on the Lancasters, English colors. And the finishing colors I haven't got yet though, but I got a lot of time for that. So I got a lot of assembling to do. So my goal is to get this thing primed and go ahead and paint it out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take these parts over to my spray booth over here. I'm going to prime it, get these primed out. They want to go with other sub-assemblies, like getting the blenders on and stuff. Okay, got both sides of the fuselage all primed. I'm going to hold off. I found out this is the wrong color. I can't use this stuff. This is Japanese color. This is interior green right here. I thought it was English green, but I was wrong. So I got to hold off painting this thing until those paints come in. But I got other things to do on it. I want to get the wings together and stuff, you know, and stabilizers and rudders done, you know, and a lot of things to do. I got a lot of work to do here. So the main thing, I got this thing primed. I can't do nothing until the regular colors comes in. What I can do is work on his wings and get them glued together. Other things I can do. Man, 1970s kid. Yeah, that wing I got the Lancaster, it was all like this. It was warped. I go, man, I can't build that thing. They sent me a whole wing and a new kit. Could not believe that. Well, I love this Lancaster. I'm enjoying this thing to pieces. Oh, I gotta do something else. I got prime in there. I like to prime my models, guys. Makes paint stick and brings out the true color and everything. Okay. Scrape off some of this paint on here. The paint don't stick to glue. Used to make hits with precision name. That's why they're so expensive. You get a good kit. This thing here is a 50-year-old kit here. Man, 1975. Those are good old days, fellas. 1970s, all they were nothing but outskirts of the 1960s. That's all it was. Now I'll make a cape up building this thing. Yeah. Cape up job. Man, sweet. Wonderful. Yeah.
There we go.
Pretty good size, huh, fellas? Let's check what's going on here. God, William, take care and thank you very much for everything, dear sir. God bless you and have a very wonderful Christmas, dear friend. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ah, there's Pappy. He's here. And no Dingy. I like to know what's wrong with Dingy. I imagine Dingy's probably, his Wi-Fi's probably out maybe. Or, yeah, he's doing some shopping. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here myself. I'm a little tired right now. And we got about done the same. We got the interior all done. We got primed. And I got pretty well taped up right here. Okay. Okay, Dingy's here all the time. All righty. Thank you, Dingy. I didn't see you on the chat board, so I was assuming your Wi-Fi went on you, buddy. Okay, I'm very happy that you're here. Okay, guys, I think I'm called tonight, and we got something done on this thing. We got more coming tomorrow. I just got to wait for interior paint, guys, so I'll probably do a lot of 770s tomorrow and get everything done. So I got nacelles put on this thing, and yeah, wings, they come off on this thing. Beautiful looking Lancaster, he is. Can we build this Lancaster together? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm very honored each one of you guys. And God bless you all. You're doing a Christmas shop. We got what? Two days. Christmas Eve is Wednesday. So you got tomorrow and Wednesday for shopping. So like I say, if you're out there at malls and places like that doing shopping, please, please, please be very careful out there. Watch your family. Watch yourselves. But you got a lot of disillusioned people out there who don't have those sense of values at all. And they got nothing better to do than rob and inflict injury and inflict harm on you. So, like I say, make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused, stay dry, be aware of your surroundings, say your prayers. And God bless everybody. Get yourself a kit, enjoy Christmas. And God bless everybody. And I hope all your children, your spouse, your girlfriends, your family and yourselves have a good Christmas this year. And see, like me, my Christmas is starting to spruce up already. I got a gift from Freddie, and William sent me something, and also Bruce Cure, Mystic Models from the Garage sent me something. So I'm starting to cheer up pretty good myself. I'm starting to lose hope for Christmas, but you never know. Christmas is full of surprises, everybody. You never know. And God bless all you guys. I love you fellas very much. And please take care of yourselves. Say your prayers and be good. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do some more work on the Lancaster. I got engine nacelles put on tomorrow. I want to get the motors all assembled and stabilizers all assembled. And wait for the paint to get here and everything. And as soon as it gets there, we'll do interior painting and build away. And so we put some kind of dent in tonight. We got it all, interior's all done inside that thing. All painted up. It's called tape up assembly. Okay, this is Frankie Day Models signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless everybody. And thank you for tuning in tonight. And have a pleasant night with it this evening. And thank God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, boys. And take care of everybody. God bless you all. Merry Christmas to you all.